Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and in this new video we are going to go over how IC version 1 phase 2 actually encrypts the packets, and we are going to go over how AH not encrypts the packets but how it comes from the original IP header and how we can transform that into the AH transport mode and also into the AH tunnel mode. And then we're going to do one for not AH transport mode, but ESP transport mode, and then another one for the ESP tunnel mode. And then to end, we're going to end with the last one, which is going to be when we use ESP and also AH, the authentication header and ESP. So let's go ahead and start. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are actually going to, when you are going to do a transport mode in AH, the way that it happens is um, we are going to insert an AH header inside right here between the IP header and the TCP header. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is how the transport mode it is not encrypted, but how it is how AH transform this packet. So we're going to insert this IP header right here. And then after that, we are going to insert this authentication header right here. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to insert the EH header right here. And then after that, what happens is we are going to then insert all the data, which is a TCP header and the data. So let's go ahead and pick this one right here. And this is how it works. And what we are going to perform the AH is going to be all the way right here. So this is what it is being, oops, let me delete that. This is what is being authenticated right here, all the way from the IP header, all the way down to the data. So this is how the AH does what AH does, it runs a, um, let me go ahead and copy and paste it, put it right here. You're probably gonna have to move this one down here so we can have more room. Let's put it right here for now. Let's actually just move everything, put it right here for now. So what it does is this right here, it runs a hashing algorithm plus it does the pre-share key of the entire packet, even the IP header. Okay, and this is only for the AH transport mode. And the difference between transport mode and tunnel mode is that, let me put this tunnel right here. The difference is that the transport mode uses the same original IP header, and with tunnel mode, we do not use the same IP header. We actually use a new IP header. So let's go ahead and do tunnel mode. It's going to be looking almost the same as this one, but um, actually, let's just go ahead and delete this. We don't need all of this. What we could do is just copy and paste from this original header right here, if we can. There we go. Control C, Control V. So for the authentication header, tunnel mode, what we actually going to do is we are going to move this right here and move this right here, right? And we are going to insert a new IP header over here. New IP header. Um, and then the AH header is going to be right here. So if actually we can change just the color of this one, let's make it like a green color. There we go. And let's move this right here. So this new IP header is going to be right here for tunnel mode, and then the original is going to be in here. And what we are going to insert over here is going to be the AH header right here, just like that. We are almost there. There it is. And now we can insert the TCP header and that data header right here. So this is, well, let's make it a little bit better than that. There we go. So here's how the AH tunnel mode works. The difference, like I said, between the transport mode and the tunnel mode is that we actually insert a new IP header and we are going to authenticate the true source or the original IP header. I'm so bad at copy selecting this. Go ahead and move it right here. There it is. Just like that. We can move right here. So for the AH transfer mode, we keep the same original source and destination header, IP header. And for the tunnel mode, we are actually inserting a new one right here. And it's going to do a authentication. Why can I move it? There we go. Okay. So since in tunnel mode it's more secure because they will not see the real IP header because it's going to be inside the AH header, as you can see right here. So those are the two ones. And whenever the AH is working, what it does is it runs a hashing algorithm, either MD5, MD5 SHA-1 or SHA-2 with a pre-shared key that you can set it up yourself. Okay, so now let's move on and let's do ESP transport mode, and the transport mode is the same as ESP transport mode is the same as the AH transport mode, but the difference between ESP and AH is that ESP encrypts the data and the AH does not provide encryption. It does not provide data confidentiality, but ESP does. So I'm going to show you guys how the transfer mode works. The first thing is that for the transfer mode, we do not insert a new um, IP header. So we are going to use this original one. So what we can do, we can even just use this one right here, put it right here, but we are going to insert this ESP header right here. Oh, that looks horrible. See if we can get it right. It is bothering me that it's not aligning. Well, there we go. Let's just leave it like that for now, right? You will get it. Okay, so the ESP adds a header and it also adds a trailer down here, right? So this one is the ESP, or let's just ESP header, still the same ESP. Let's make it smaller so it can fit. There we go, ESP header. And over here, it adds a ESP trailer. There we go. So that is how the ESP transformer works. And the only thing that we are going to be encrypting, because this is what ESP does, it provides encryption. The only thing that we're going to encrypt over here is going to be between the ESP header and the ESP trailer. So now, as you can see right here, the IP header, which is outside this encryption zone, it is going to be known by any hacker. So the true source and the true destination, or the original source and original destination IP address, is going to be known by hackers. So let's just put here encryption. And with the encryption, you can either run AES, triple DES, or DES right here, right? And this is our ESP transport mode works. And now let's go ahead and provide you with a tunnel mode. And tunnel mode, the way tunnel mode is going to actually works is if we, let's go ahead and pick this same one right here. The way it works is just basically the same as this tunnel mode over here works. So we're actually going to have the IP is going to be in here, and the ESP header is going to be moved in front of the IP header, because we are going to now encrypt the IP header. Provide encryption to all of this, and then after we do that, what happens is we are going to insert a new IP header right here. Oops, not this one. It's the last one. This one right here. But now, make more space. There we go. So this is the encryption. So now we are actually in, this is the ESP tunnel mode down here. I don't have a lot of space, but let's go. Okay, you guys should get what I'm doing right now. So as you can see right here, when we do tunnel mode, we actually insert a new IP header down here, and we do the ESP authentication and encryption. So ESP provides integrity with hashing, confidentiality with encryption, like MD5, like AES, triple DES, or DES, and it also provides anti-replay protection. And this is how it works. It protects the original source and IP address like AH does, but AH does not provide encryption. Um, it only provides hashing with a pre-shared key and anti-replay, okay, and integrity. So now this is why you want to use ESP plus AH, because as you can see right here, even though we are encrypting this entire packet, we are leaving this new IP header by itself, and the hackers are going to know that new IP header right here, and you don't want them to know that. So what you want to do is you want to do, let me move this entire thing higher so we can have more space. See if I'm able to do that. Let's move it up. Okay. Oh, it's so hard to do it in here. There we go. There it is. Okay. So since we want to be using both, because ESP, as you can see, the only protects the ESP, only protects the IP header, the TCP header, and the data, but it leaves this one behind over here by itself. But as you can see in tunnel mode for AH, it actually runs the hashing algorithm with a pre-shared key for the new IP header. So you want it to be able to do that. So if you want to be able to do that, what you want to do is you want to actually run um, ESP with AH, and the way this works is that the first thing that is going to happen, we are going to have a new IP header right here, or the new IP header right here, right? Correct. And then we are going to insert, see if we can copy this. Actually, just put this one right here. So we are going to insert it right here, which is the AH header. So after you do the AH header, what's going to happen is we are going to have the ESP header is going to go right here. Actually, let's just change the color. And the color that we're going to pick, some weird color. There we go. Okay, so ESP header is going to be in here, and then you want to do just copy and paste all of this. Let's just delete that. And there you go. So this data right here, which it has the true or the original source and IP address over here on the IP header, is going to be inside this ESP header. And then the last one is going to be the ESP trailer, which is going to be all the way down here. And let's provide the same color. I think it was this one maybe. That looks similar. Okay, there you go. Good. So now let's go ahead and try to move this a little bit higher so we have more space. There we go. Okay, so what's going to happen is we are going to provide encryption, right, between the ESP header and the ESP header and the ESP trailer is going to be encrypted. And if we change the color so you can see the difference. This one is brown, make it thicker, 8 points, there you go. So this one is going to be encrypted. And then for the authentication header, it's going to be run in the entire packet. So here it is. This is why you actually want to do ESP with AH because it provides a better um, it provides better encryption because it runs ESP, which has encryption, of course, and then it runs AH, which provides a hashing algorithm with a pre-shared key, and it also hides that new IP address header, which ESP tunnel mode does not do. And that's why it is better to use ESP plus AH. Hopefully this was a good video and you guys were able to understand the difference between AH transport mode, AH tunnel mode, ESP transport mode, ESP tunnel mode, and also why is the reason you want to be using ESP and AH because you want to hide this new IP address and header from the um, not actually hide because you're just running a hashing algorithm with a pre-shared key. What does, it just provides data integrity for that new IP header that it is inserted right there. Because you want to be sure that the new IP header is actually the one that it was put in edge router, by the edge router that you want to um, form that VPN tunnel with. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And if you guys have a Twitter account, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at CCNA Daily Tips. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.